the superlative. Israel Adesanya
did several of those inside low kicks.
It's time!
What's happening, people? You are through to the Fight Week show. I'm your host, Ola, and this is my co-host right there, Mr. William. What's happening, man?
Everything.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the house right now. I see you, man, watching live there on Twitter. I see you people watching. See my man Diego in the live chat, man. What's going on, Diego? Hope you're good. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah. And thank you for noticing the little facelift that we've given the channel. You know, the nice little logo there. We've got a nice little intro and outro. We even got one of them crazy banners. So, and Connor has been hooking us up. As you can see, his banners right there on the bottom of the screen. So for all your editing work and facelift, go and check out Connor, man, at Connor MXO, and on YouTube CMO. Now let's get to it, man.
And pay
We've got
what he's worth.
big.
He's worth a lot.
Huh?
And pay
Say that
what
again?
he's worth. He's worth a lot.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? He's a real good guy, man. So we're working hard, and thank you, Diego, man. Thank you very much, man. You know what I mean? We're on the road. We're on the road to 1K, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep reeling in the support, and we're gonna keep getting people out there. You know what I mean? To try and see what we do, and that is something that, you know, all of you out there can help us with as well. You know what I mean? We just want to keep growing, and yeah, we can't do it without you. Now let's get to why we're here. From the last card, right? I just wanted to touch on the last card real quick before we jump onto Rakic and Yan. On the last card, there's a few there's three fights on the main card. Yeah, three fights on the main card. But I want to talk about Chandler Ferguson first. Chandler Ferguson, right? For me, I'm looking at the fight, watching the fight, and Ferguson looks so brand new. It looked like he had a good camp. It looked like, you know, it was loose. He dropped Chandler. He had Chandler scrambling. He had him scrambling. For me, he won the first round. Even though Chandler took him down, we know what Tony is about. We know what Tony is about. He loves to work off his back. He don't care that you take. In fact, he wants you to take him down. You know what I mean? So he didn't care that Chandler took him down. He was putting in work off his back. Putting in work.
He cut Chandler from the bottom.
This is what I'm trying to say. We know what El Cuckoo is about, man. You know what I mean? We know what he's like. And second round, the first strike thrown in the second round, to do that to someone, because I've done a recap, but I haven't spoken to you about this fight right here on the show. So tell me what you made of the whole fight, because it was only around that one strike in the second round.
I think I said last week that I think this is the first time I feel like Tony Ferguson is going to get knocked out.
Yeah, because he's never been knocked out before. Yeah.
And that's because my whole boxing adage about, like, when you grow old, your chin's different, and you might do anything you want to do, you might feel great, but your chin ain't gonna be the same. Like when you hit them ages, and my guy's like 38, 39. You get what I'm saying? So now the chin ain't gonna be the same. Ain't gonna be the same at all. That's why it took a few hits in the first. Like obviously the ground and pound a little bit. He had a few hits that went through. So that kind of, you know, it woke the nerve muscles up. Like, okay, we're getting hit now. What's going on? We ain't been hit for about a year now. What's going on? Do you know what I mean? Because he ain't fought for about a year. Yeah. And sparring is sparring. Someone's going to take off a lot of their shots. You know what I mean? Chandler was trying to kill him because of what Chandler knew that he was in trouble. So Chandler was swinging for the... Yeah. So Chandler was trying to go, like, just trying to get him out there as soon as possible because he knew that if he stood with him for too long, Ferguson would done him up. Because Ferguson was just dominating in the first round. Right? Until he got taken down, he was dominating. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, great fight from those guys. I still feel like, you know, yeah, Tony Ferguson, obviously, he was the only one transported out of the whole card. He was the only one that got transported. He's got his medical suspension, and he's using his medical suspension wisely. Going on at DC, he's going at DC mad. Him and DC been back and forth, and yeah, he's cussing out DC, man. Like, and DC's had to go hard, like, bro, stop. You know what I mean? You might need to go and check that brain out. Like, don't come at me, fam. You know what I mean? Like, I would done your dance, but we know Tony don't care about none of that shit. You know what I mean? So Tony gonna say what Tony gonna say. Now let's go on to Rose Namajunas and Carla Esparza. Carla Esparza, we have a new queen of the strawweight division in Carla Esparza, and the way she beat Rose. What did you make of that fight? The way she beat Rose. Bear in mind, she and congratulations to Carla Esparza. She's getting married this week, by the way. So, what did you think? What did you make of the fight?
I mean, I think for me, I think it was hard on Rose, to be honest with you.
Right.
I know
way?
she didn't really do much, but for me, you have to take the belt away from the champion.
Okay.
And I mean, how many fights have we seen from John Jones that people have done more and walked away with nothing?
You're right. And this is what they're saying. Rose defeated herself. I don't think she did enough. Personally, I was watching it in real time, and I was saying she's going to lose this fight. Every time I see Carla do one tiny little thing better in one round, in a very inactive round, she's going to lose this fight. It's all that was going on in my mind. The way I was seeing it, she's going to lose this fight. And lo and behold, the very last 8 seconds of the fight, she took Carla down. And I'm saying to myself, you wait 8 seconds to the end of the fight to take Carla down. Like, where's this been for the last 4 rounds? Where's this been? Where's this been from the beginning of the 5th round? You know? Why are you only just doing this now? But she's saying she's following the game plan of a corner. Pat Barry was telling her one thing. Trevor Whitman was telling her something else. So it was just.
I didn't listen to the corner thing. What was Pat Barry saying, and what was Trevor Whitman saying?
Well, basically, they're telling her she was winning, and just carry on doing what she's doing. And Trevor Whitman said, "You got to turn it up now. You got to start having fun in there now. You know what I mean? You got to put some combos together now. So Trevor's telling her one thing, Pat Barry's telling her something else. Like, you do it. Just keep doing what you're doing. No,
but who does it sound like you listen to?
Huh? It sounds like she listened more to Pat Barry.
Oh, there you go.
But a lot of people in the media has been blaming Pat Barry for that loss. People are saying Pat Barry lost at the fight, and she came out saying she don't feel she lost the fight. I felt she lost the fight, and I love Rose. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big Rose fan, but I felt she lost the fight, man. Let's check out what Diego says here. Diego says Rose was too overconfident. Rose returned. Trust me. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I do not doubt that. She's got three very, very good fights on the horizon. We'll see what happens with Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Zhang Weili. We'll see what happens with those two. And I think Rose is going to get the loser of that fight. And that will make a third to try and get her back to Esparza. And in the meantime, whoever wins that fight,
yeah, but she's already
can go and see Esparza and see what's happening.
She beat Zhang twice. Like, both of them convincingly.
Yeah.
So,
well, what I'm trying to say is she now has a fight where she can go third fight. You know how Max Holloway is about to go the third one with Volkanovski. Volkanovski already beat him twice, but they're putting the third one together. Nobody's complaining.
Yeah, but
in fact, I want to say.
Yeah, but the second one was dubious. Very, very dubious.
Well,
after Max wins the first 3 rounds clearly.
So Would you say some people think she won it? I don't think she won it. I personally think Rose defeated herself in that fight.
I'm
Like,
not
you know,
saying
a
she
lot of
won it.
people are saying.
I'm saying if you put John Jones in the mix, that you say you got to take the belt away from the champion, because that was a precedence they set with John Jones. So
Yeah. I've seen that narrative. I've seen that narrative, and you know, it was the same. It was the same narrative that they spun for Easy, right? When he fought Romero, and they did for Cole, and you got to go and get the belt from Easy. You didn't do shit to get the belt from him. You know, that was a narrative. So I get all of that, and I'm not oblivious to it. I'm just saying, in this fight, when you know, trying to score it was one of the most difficult thing I ever done. Trying to score that fight, it was impossible to bloody score. I felt sorry for them judges, man. I don't usually feel sorry for them judges, but I felt sorry for them judges on that one. Now, this one here, oh yeah, let's quickly check out this chat here. 5 rounds only came into live in the last round. The crowd were relentless, booing, unbelievable scenes. Yes, I agree with you. And for me, Carla won the bout, but she didn't beat my Rose. That's
yeah,
what Diego has got to say there.
that's what I'm trying to
Yeah, you
say.
was going
Like,
to say
you got to
something.
beat the champion. When you can win a fight, yeah, but with a when someone's got a belt, you got to beat the champ. You got to take the belt away from the champion, and that's what like I said, that's the precedence they set with John Jones.
I agree. I agree.
And
I agree.
it's certain
Obviously,
other champions. It's certain other champions. So I think for me, like even Nunes and what's her name, and Shevchenko. You know what I mean? You set precedence. Even though I think Shevchenko done enough.
they're going to do a third one. They are going to do a third one. Move on. Moving on. Uh, talking about not giving the fighter the same precedence that is set with other fighters. Let's talk about Do Bronx. So Do Bronx got stripped at the Ring of the Bell, weighing in at 155.5, right? Weighing in at 155.5. Gaethje weighed in at 155. How many times we seen fighters? Because I've gone back and looked. Because initially when they said missed weight, I thought it was a mad thing. You know what I mean? And I'm not for fighters that miss weight, but you go and look at this fight here, and a lot of people are saying, people that know the thing, they saying Do Bronx, Charles Oliveira got screwed over. They saying he got screwed over, right? So one, somebody messed with skills. 2.5 over, and Oliveira is adamant, swearing by everything, that he made weight on Thursday, because they go and check their weight before they do the official weighings. And he says, I was 155 on Thursday. Thursday night, I was 155. I ain't ate nothing. I ain't done nothing. I don't know why I'm over. Right? So, a lot of people are saying they've been screwed over. I'm looking at some of the weighings today, and I'm seeing people 125.5, 135.5, 155. And I'm thinking, hold on. So, what was the difference between that and what we've seen in the past to what happened with Oliveira here? He's just lost over $2 million because he's now fought as a contender and not a champion. You know, so and let's talk about the fight in itself first before the politics. What do you the fight between him and Justin Gaethje, and how he walked through the fire to come back? Because Gaethje dropped him a couple times. Tell me your thoughts and feelings on that fight then.
I think the best thing that ever happened to Oliveira was Conor McGregor breaking his legs. I think Conor would smoke him.
You think Conor will smoke
Oliveira? If Conor didn't have the leg break, I think Conor would smoke. And you know, I don't rate.
It's calling Conor out. It's calling Conor out. He's happy. He's happy to give. He's happy to give Conor. You know what I mean? He's happy to give him a run.
Only because look, with Conor's leg, yes, it's a whole different ballgame. Because as soon as someone kicks Conor's leg, yeah, he will think about it. Yeah, it's different. But if he fought
it's all
Conor
part of the game, though.
I know, but if he fought Conor McGregor before Mayweather, yeah, even beaten by Diaz, yeah, that corner would have smoked him.
I swear to God, I'm so glad that Bronx never got to fight Khabib. Like, bro, I'm so glad.
You think Bronx will beat Khabib?
It'll be the most dangerous fight. That Khabib.
Ola, you're very disrespectful. You're very disrespectful to Khabib. You're very disrespectful. Khabib.
Nah, boy. It will be the toughest fight. I feel it'll be the toughest fight that Khabib had to fight. I've been saying this.
Ola,
fam, you're going on like no, hold on. You calm down a minute. You calm down. Hold on. You're going on like I just been saying. I just said this comment just now. I've been saying this for years, man. Even way before Khabib even retired. So how can you sit there and tell man that man's been disrespectful when I'm telling you the thing that he was from time? And I said the same thing about Kiesa. I was 70. Then I said, listen, exactly. So I'm saying to you,
that's why I find
how can that be disrespectful? You'll be the toughest fight that Khabib's at.
Khabib's your guy. Yeah, Khabib's your guy. But hang on. Let me explain to you why. Yeah. I watched a lot of people say, Oliveira's better than Khabib because of how he finished Gagey quicker than Khabib did. He finished Poirier quicker than Khabib did.
That's what I didn't say. I ain't say that. I said it will be the toughest fight that Khabib would.
No. Listen.
That's what I said. I ain't said it's better than it. But carry on.
Listen. Same with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. I mean, Tyson Fury went 12 rounds with Vladimir Klitschko. Didn't get no scratch on him. Yeah. Joshua went 12 rounds with Klitschko. Got fucked up. Before he got the win, he got fucked up. But he stopped Klitschko. Yeah. Dylan White. Joshua beat him up. Like Joshua went again, but still got rocked bad times against Dylan White. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Now, when you put them two together, what do you think? You already know Fury's gonna do. It's not, and that's what I'm trying to say. That there's a difference in class.
But it doesn't mean that Fury. What would you say?
Hang on.
I'll let you finish the next question.
Ways of winning, yeah. Khabib don't take no damage, yeah. And if what's his name fights like that, I know he's got jiu-jitsu and all of that, yeah. But Khabib, look at Khabib. Khabib's been in how many times have people had him in a headlock, something, and they've let go. They've stopped themselves because they're tired. And Khabib keeps going. Khabib's like a Mayweather, you know. He makes everybody look ordinary.
Of course he does. I didn't for once.
Khabib's not boring. Khabib's not boring.
I didn't for bro. There's no
Charles can't do that.
Bro. You see the way you just misrepresented everything I said. I said it was gonna be Khabib's hardest fight. I didn't say it was gonna beat Khabib. But I think with the skill set, fuck no. What are you talking about? Fuck no. Not with the skill set. No, man. That boy got hands. And Khabib, he likes to hang his chin blood. That brother got hands, you know.
Diego. I got one thing to say. Yeah, to this you just said. I always used to say on the show, I don't know how long you used to watch the show for, but I always used to say on the show, McGregor is a belt himself. Yeah. McGregor is a belt. He doesn't need a belt to have a fight. He's a belt himself. Because when you fight him, you get that paper.
Yeah, I mean, I said this in my recap. And thank you, Diego, for bringing that point up. And I know what you meant to say there is you're not saying Israel, you're saying Islam, right? I know what you meant to say. None of them is calling out Islam. Yeah, Chandler, they all want McGregor. Who's calling out Islam? They don't want no part of that, right? They don't want no part of that.
I think if Oliveira thinks he's tough, he should fight Islam to see, like, if he beats Islam.
None of them called him out. None of them called him out.
No. But everyone will think, yeah, that he can definitely beat Khabib, even though Khabib is a whole different animal all by himself. Yeah, I think it's a better shout for what's his face, Oliveira to call out Islam, because if you beat Islam, then everyone will think, oh yeah, he could beat Khabib. Then the myth even carries even more. Even though I don't think he could beat Khabib. And I'm being dead honest. I think Khabib will kill him.
Okay, we got a question here from Craig.
I think
We got a question here from
I
Craig.
think it was 2 rounds. Yeah, I think Khabib would done it in 2 rounds. I'm telling you.
But probably. I'm not saying it. I'm not even saying that's not a possibility. All I'm trying to say, I feel like with the skill set that he has, but obviously that's just predicting something. You never know till you actually see the fight itself. So, but a question here from Craig. This is thoughts on Canelo's loss to BIVOL. Do you want to shed some light on that, brother?
I was going to get to that. I said last week, even though, like I said, as I said last week as well, yeah, carrying on from last week, yeah, even though people think, like, even though I did pick Canelo, yeah, even though people think BIVOL is not, like, BIVOL is a big guy, like, and he can fight. He can fight as well. I think Canelo overestimated himself because of how he beat Kovalev. I think he thought, I'll just take this guy's shots, and then when we get to the end, when he gets tired, then I'll fucking knock him out. BIVOL never tired. BIVOL never ever tired. If anything, it was Canelo who was looking more tired towards the end. So for me, BIVOL done a great job. He done a real great job. I kind of had a feeling he might do it because I almost bet.
Yeah, like you said, that's cherry picking gone wrong.
And fell asleep. I told you.
Yeah.
I said last week. It's also good for Canelo anyway because he's always good in the rematch as well. If you think about it. Yeah. But BIVOL did such a great job. I don't know if you want that rematch. If you want to go somewhere else, or I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Only time will tell. We'll see what happens with that one. But a very good win there for BIVOL against someone like Canelo. And yeah, we'll see what happens with those guys. Another question here. He says, who's had a better career out of Khan and Brook? This is for him. It's Khan. Is it different for you?
Nah.
You going with Khan as well?
Yeah. It's who you fought at the end of the day. Yeah. Even Khan's losses, you say, like, Canelo knocked me out. Canelo's gonna go down as one of the greatest fighters ever. Yeah. The only 2 fighters, you can only say 2 Kell Brook is for 2 fighters who are gonna go in like the greatest of all time debates. That's Golovkin and Errol Spence. That's it. If you look at Khan, it's just long. It's just long. There's a whole list of fighters, a whole list of big fighters who he's fought. Do you know what I mean? So I'd rather have Khan's career than what's his name's career?
Dan Brooks' career. Brooks' career. Okay. The other says here, for me, Canelo needs to go down a weight. Stepping up in weight can be dangerous for the boxer.
Diego, listen, you dare to be great, innit? You dare to be great because if you beat him, he's already beat. You gotta think, yeah, it was light heavyweight. It wasn't
because you said this is not the first time he's been up. He's even been higher than this weight class that he got beat at. Right? Because I was trying to make a little excuse for him the other day until you dropped down and say, yeah, no, that's not an excuse for Canelo, man. Like that's not an excuse for him because he's been up higher, as you said. Please continue.
He knocked Kovalev out in the same way, so you can't say like, oh, he picked on. Nah, he's knocked out Kovalev, and Kovalev is much more of a dangerous puncher because Kovalev can knock you out more easier than BIVOL. Do you get what I'm saying? BIVOL is not a real finisher. Yeah, he's a cumulative puncher, whereas Kovalev has got 1 punch knockout power. I mean, look at what he done to Andre Ward in the first fight. Do you get what I'm saying? Kovalev's got proper knockout power. Look what he done to Anthony Yard. Do you get what I'm saying? Anthony Yard. Like, I know Anthony Yard ain't the best thing you could, but still, like, you know what I mean? For a young bull, for an old man to do that to a young bull, that was a nice feat to achieve. Like, so for Canelo to do that to him, Canelo, I think that's what I'm saying. Canelo believed in himself. He believed the strategy was let them tire, or as soon as they tire, I'll knock them out. But it worked the opposite for him because he tired in the end. So no one was getting knocked out. No one. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, we got another one here, and says it depends if the boxing styles for me is Brooks, but I respect what Khan has accomplished. Okay.
Boxing stuff.
Look,
No. I'm sorry, but Brooke is too basic about boxing styles. Come on, Diego. Please listen to yourself when you talk boxing styles. Yeah. What style has he got other than the 1-2? The little looping little jab, and then the 1-2. Come on, man. Come on, bro. That's all he does. That's all Kell Brook does. A little looping jab. Every now and again, left hook. When you get up close, the little uppercut. Like you see, like if I had to fight him, you see what I'm picking off. If I had to fight, I already know what to defend, and that's why.
Yo, why you got vapes in your hand like fucking Wolverine claws, blood? Show me that shit again. What the fuck is that? What's that? What's wrong? Man, got fucking vape in his hand like Wolverine claws, man. Like, what's going on with you, man?
Flavors.
You're out of your mind, fam. Hey, big up Connor, man. Salute to Connor in the house. That's our boy right there. You know what I mean? For all your editing, facelift, anything you need to do in your channel. If you go on YouTube channel, Connor is the guy to go and reach out for. You know what I mean? Gets it done at affordable prices, super fast. And salute to Connor. Thank you for joining us, Connor. Big up to you. Okay. So,
you let me finish the question, or?
Yeah, go on. Please continue.
Yeah, for me, Kell Brook is 2-1, like 1 week. I know Khan's got a weak chin, but still his like the things he can do are amazing. Even the American boxers used to say, like, sometimes I feel like there was 5 people punching me, like that Danny Garcia said. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Khan's not your basic boxer. He's good. The things he does, he's good at. It's just that he just had that whiskers where everyone was just waiting for him to get close and then crack him. That's what everyone was just waiting for. Just wait for him to get close and crack him. Or stand, like, go on him straight away. But he also could knock a few people out. As you could tell with the Maidana fight. He dropped Maidana. Mayweather never done that. You know what I'm saying? So you put that into your resume too. He dropped Maidana.
And Craig says, yeah, Amir Khan has never ducked anyone. Craig says, yeah, Amir Khan has never ducked anyone. Yeah. I always remember against Maidana, the name that you just mentioned there. Shout out to Craig, man. You know what I mean? This is his topic right here, right?
That fight, Freddie Roach told him not to take that fight. And he took that fight. That's why when Kell Brook's talking, about that shit, I understand Khan, because he's trying to reach for the legacy. I'm trying to get these big fights out there. I get that we got a domestic fight, but I'm trying to get these big fights out there. Yeah, I get that totally. Khan took dangerous fights, really, really dangerous fights. Like that you look at him and go, my guy, you need to calm your ass down. My nigga. He's like, my nigga. Why are you taking that fight on? So for me, Khan. Yeah, for me, Khan, definitely Khan. He was a braver boxer. And also, you look at the legacy of Kell Brook. He only boxed in the UK, boxed in America once. Boxed in the UK his whole life. Khan went everywhere. Khan wasn't scared. He went everywhere. He went out of his comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the legacy,
and on top of that, I don't think he gets enough credit for his Olympic pedigree as well. I mean, going studying the sport the right way, and understanding the science of boxing. Like, I don't think he gets enough credit for that.
But I think I think he should have stayed amateur for his whole life because I think when he became a pro, that fucked him up. Because his whiskers was protected by the headgear.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta eat. You gotta eat. You know, a lot of these boxers they don't hang around. I remember AJ when he won
Khan's
the
made more money. Khan's made more money than Kell Brook. Kell Brook has had more headline shows, but Khan's made more money than him.
yeah. 'Cause I remember when AJ came through the Olympics as well. He even said no, he ain't going pro, and the next minute he said, you know what I mean? It's like one of them people that say they live in the hood. It's like they is that.
Yeah,
Remember they is that
never
when he say yeah when he say I ain't never live in the hood if I win the lottery. You know what I mean? So that check drops, he's out of the hood. He's gone. He's one of those, man. He's one of those. Okay. Yeah, let's get to tonight's card. Let's get to tonight's card. We got MVP fighting Storley tonight on BBC Three. Their fight is probably close enough right now. It's 9:30. So go and check BBC Three if you're watching in the UK, or Showtime if you're watching across the pond. Yeah. MVP is going to be fighting Storley tonight, man. And I believe Fabian Edwards is fighting Yoto Machida. That's the co-main event. Yoto Machida and Edwards, Leon Edwards' brother, them two going to be duking it out as well for the co-main event, man. So it's a really good card. So if you are up for watching some MMA tonight, BBC Three is where to go right now.
Right. Put it
Go
side
check
to
it
side.
out. Well, after the show, not right now, but after the show. Yeah. Okay. Let's get through it real quick. Let's start at the top. Let's take it from the top, man. Blachowicz versus Rakic. Blachowicz versus Rakic. Let me grab the. We got Blachowicz 28-9, Rakic 4-2. Rakic coming off a win against Thiago Santos, and Blachowicz coming off a loss against Glover Teixeira. I'm gonna go with Rakic.
Me too. Did too.
Okay. For the co-main event, we got Ryan Spann versus Ion Kitleber. Ion is 16-6, coming off a win against Devon Clark, and Ryan Spann is coming off a loss against Anthony Smith, who is 19-7. You want to go first on this?
I'm gonna go with Ryan Spann.
Okay. I'm going with Kitleber.
Kuntelaba.
Next one up, we got David Grant fighting Louis Smoker. Louis Smoker 17-8, and David Grant 13-6. They're both coming off losses. One to Morales, Louis Smoker coming off a loss to Morales, and David Grant coming off a loss to my boy Adrian Yanez. I'm gonna go with David Grant here.
D2.
Okay, we got Kathleen Chukagian versus Amanda Ribas. Amanda Ribas 11-2. Coming off a win against Jandarova. That fight that still pisses me off, blood. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, that fight cost me. Kathleen Chukagian coming off a win against Jennifer Maia as well. So big win for both of these ladies. And you going for Ribas?
Yes, Zersky.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Chukagian. Okay, we got Frank Camacho versus Mano Torres. Mano Torres. Mano Torres coming in with a 12-2 record, 27 years old, fighting against Frank Camacho 22-9. That's his debut. But Frank Camacho coming off a loss to Janus. What's your determination on this one? Where are you going?
I'm going Manuel Torres. We'll go with the new guy.
Yeah, I'm alright with the new guy as well, man. Let's see what he's saying. You've been keeping an eye on the Ultimate Fighter?
No, I haven't. When did it start?
A couple weeks ago.
Couple weeks.
No, last week and this week we had the second episode. Kamaru Usman's brother is fighting in the next episode. Next Wednesday.
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna catch up.
Yes, and he's on Juliana Peña's team as well. So yeah, it's gonna be tasty, man. I can see this season is gonna be tasty. Trust me. Okay. We got Jake Hadley fighting Nascimento, Alan Nascimento coming in at 18-6, and Jake Hadley coming in with the 8-0 record. Alan Nascimento lost to Lambekov in his last fight. It's a split decision loss, but nonetheless still a loss. I'm gonna go with Jake Hadley.
D2.
Okay, going down on the prelims. We got Viviana.
Michael Johnson's on the prelims, you know, with these fighters.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, Craig, please don't let me relieve this, man. Please, like that. It was hard. Don't make me relieve this. I'm still hurting, man. You know what I mean? That shit pissed me off, bro. But yeah, we got Vivian Araujo versus Andrea Lee. 13-5. Vivian Araujo 10-3. Vivian losing to Chikagian, coming off a loss to Chikagian. I'm gonna go with Andrea Lee here.
No, I'm gonna go with Vivian Araujo.
Yeah, Araujo. I think that's how they call it over there. We got Michael Johnson 20-17. 20-17 record, Jesus. It's been around for a minute. Fighting Alan Patrick, who's 15-3. Alan Patrick 15-3. I will still go with Michael Johnson.
I'm going with Alan Patrick.
Okay, we got Vanna Jandiroba versus Angela Hill. Angela Hill, my girl, but boy, the record is looking shaky, man. 13-11, god damn it. 13-11, man. You know what I mean? That record there looking shaky. Vanna Jandiroba 17-3. Yeah, man. I don't know if that record they got any more legs to stand on, man. Like, but she been robbed so many times. She been at least her last 3-4 fights. Like, this girl they can't stop robbing her. All her recent losses, I'd say up to 5 last losses, they're all split decision losses. You know what I mean? That could have gone either way.
So this is the point where you tell me like
Jandiroba's gonna win. I can't take it no more. It's all the split decision losses that she get. I backed her through all of those, man. You know, there's only so much a man can do, you know. I need some points as well, fam. You know what I mean? There's only so much a man can do.
I'm going D2.
You're going Jandiroba as well.
Yeah. And as soon as we finish, I want to know how many points.
Yeah, Egypt. You know, like, oh, this is where you tell me. This is where you tell me you're gonna go the other way. You knew what was coming, blood. You jackass, yeah. We've got Tatsuro Taira versus. Oh, this is Carlos Candelero. I think if I kill the name, apologies. But Carlos, I'm gonna go with Carlos and Tatsuro. Tatsuro 10-0, Carlos 8-1. Both debuting at 125 in the flyweight division. I'm gonna go with Taira.
Me too. D2.
I'm gonna go with Taira by submission.
D2.
Yeah, you motherfucker. You motherfucker, yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
that was easy.
One minute, Craig. Let's just do this one last pick and do our bonuses, and I'll put that question to William. Bear with me 1 second. We got Nick Maximov versus Andre Petrosky. Andre
I know
Petrosky
where you're
7
going
and 2.
anyway. I already know where you're going.
Maximov 8 and 0. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Maximov.
Mr. Predictable. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're gonna copy me. That's how predictable you are.
Dito.
Oh shit! Oh
Dito.
my days! This is what I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? Mirror, mirror, God damn, mirror, mirror. You know what I mean? Tell him again. Tell Diego. Tell him, man. Tell him. Diego, get him, Diego, man. You know what I mean? Unbelievable, Will. Unbelievable. You know what I mean? Tell him, Diego. Yeah, man. Trying it.
Oh.
Yeah, Diego knows what you like, you know. Like, don't get it fucked up. Diego be knowing you for a minute, man. He knows what game you play. He can see your bullshit a mile away, fam. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Get him, Diego. Okay, let's do our bonuses real quick. Then answer Craig's question.
You go first. 3rd week in a row, you go first.
What do you mean 3rd week in a row? I went first last week.
Did you not hear what I just said? 3rd week in a row, you go first.
All right.
That's what I just said. I just gave you props for going first the last 2 weeks.
All right.
Okay.
Say it like that, man. Don't say like you speak in Ghana, like I'm supposed to understand what you're saying.
I said 3rd week in a row, you go first. Go on.
It sounds like you're speaking that chale. You know what I mean? Yeah, fight of the night.
You go first.
Okay, fight of the night. Fight of the night. I'm gonna go David Grant. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go David Grant and Louis Smoker for fight of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And performance of the night, I'm going to go with Kutilaba.
Fight of the night, I'm gonna go with Span Kutilaba. Performance of the night, I'm gonna go with Rakic.
Okay. Yeah, man. I remember the Blouse on skirt bridging. Yeah, man. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about there, man. You know what I mean? That Blouse on skirt thing. But yeah. You know, we'll talk about Blouse on skirt, you know, Berms. How many times you hear Berms talk about Blouse on skirt? Remember that? Yeah, man. So Craig asked a question here. He said, who wins, CHARLO versus Castano 2 and why? Over to
How
you,
about
William.
nobody? Because Castano's injured.
Hypothetical. That's why hypotheticals, blood.
I think
if you weren't injured and they were gonna fight, entertain it.
There is this thing about I want to see the second fight first. Yeah. Nah. You asked me who wins, so I've got to make a decision. There's this thing about great fighters, yeah, who can have a night off. Yeah. Night off. CHARLO had a night off against the guy he fought before this guy and lost the first time and then beat him up badly the second time. That's the thing with CHARLO. I don't know if it was a night off for him. I don't know if it was a night off because I know with how little Castano looked, normal CHARLO would have got him out of there a long time. He would have knocked him out. He knocked him down in the first few rounds. So I know he would have knocked him out. But like it's interesting now. Now I want to see. I really want to see, like, because obviously, man, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Okay. And he just actually apparently they are doing a weigh-in live.
Oh, okay. So his camera is on. Because I saw somewhere that CHARLO was commenting on Castano's injury or something.
Okay. So people, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here because I do want to get to that Machida and Edwards and MVP and Storley fight.
Can I quickly?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna hang my hat on CHARLO winning, only because of how confident I think Castano's gonna go into this fight and would probably underestimate CHARLO. So I think that I'll put my hat on CHARLO to win, personally, and I think he might even knock him out, kind of thing. I think that's what I would go with. That would be my first instinct. But then, like I said, Castano did really, really well in the first fight, especially after being dropped, and to do what he did really, really well. But like I said, you don't let someone like CHARLO go like that. You need to get him out of there. Yeah, and for him to let him go, I think CHARLO will come back thinking, this guy thinks he can box me easy. When he gets close, I'm gonna crack him, and I feel like that's what's gonna happen. So we'll see. But if I was to put anything on, I'd put my money on CHARLO.
Okay. You heard it here first. He's gonna put it on CHARLO. Salute to everybody that's watching us live, everybody that stayed with us during the show, all of you lot that's watching on Twitch and Twitter, everybody that's supporting the show. Thank you very much. We can't do this without you. You're the reasons why we come back here. And if you're new, please hit the subscribe button, share the content, get us out there. We're trying to grow the channel, and we've done a few little improvements to make the channel a bit more appealing to you guys. You know what I mean? Courtesy of our boy CMO. Go and subscribe to him. Connor, really, really good lad. And look after all your stuff. And until the next video, hasta la vista. Salute.